up, everybody? It's your boy the Kryptonian saying here, and as you can see, the scenery is a little different. I'm out of town right now. I'm actually in Dallas, Texas. I've been in Dallas for a little over a few days. I'm not really doing anything today. I'm just kind of chilling out, so I'm gonna get caught up on my different mangas that I've got to review, making a few videos. But today I'll be doing One Piece Chapter 9. Femme Fatale. Now this chapter picks up where the last one left off. We see Nami and she's talking to Luffy, and basically what this is she's saying like, look, you did a great job, you're a tough guy, you took care of those men, you know, we should join together. I rob pirates, I'll split the loot with you 50-50. And that's when Luffy says, I'm fine, I don't want anything to do with you. And part of it's probably because Luffy himself is a pirate, but the other thing on it is she's got a real distaste for pirates, and it's very tangible when she speaks. You can see it on her face. I'm not sure what her backstory is, but obviously something happened to her in the past where she has a huge problem with pirates, and obviously you can look at it and tell, just like with Zolo, Luffy's gonna have a hard time convincing her, but that doesn't stop him. Now, it transitions over to another scene where we see Captain Buggy. He's got this funny looking face and nose and everything. It's really quite funny, and I actually enjoyed this bit. You know, one of his men is like, well, we left the key in the door, and that's how the robber got a hold to it. And then that's when Captain Buggy says, he didn't hear robber nose, he hears rubber nose. And he's got some insecurities, and comes out and he says, what'd you have to say about my rubber nose? And he says, that's it, get the cannon, kill him. And his men do it without fail. And that's a very serious turn, like very, very dark character. I love that though. But, you know, to make a comparison, it's kind of like with the Mizukage in Naruto. Like every time she heard somebody say something, particularly Ao, she would take it as somebody saying something about she needed to get married or she's unfit for marriage. So that tick, is nice to see that, you know, especially in a very serious and dire situation like this. But then we get another shot where we see Nami, and she's discussing a little more of why she's robbing pirates. And basically her thing is she's robbing the pirates and taking their loot because she wants to get enough money to buy a certain village. And I'm guessing that has to do with her backstory. Maybe pirates took over her village, and you know, she's on a quest to free her people, buy her people's freedom, which would be kind of cool. You know, it's not too cliche. I actually like that. But that's when Luffy, you know, again discloses to her, hey, well, I lost my crew at sea and it's only one person, but I'm a pirate and I'd love to have you join me because you're a navigator. And then that's when she says absolutely not. And then she gets this bright idea. She says, you know what, this guy's pretty strong, I could use him. So what she ends up doing, she ends up tricking Luffy. She ties him up and takes him to Captain Buggy. And during this time, Captain Buggy is about to destroy another one of his pirate members with the cannonball, right? And then that's when Nami shows up, and she says, hey, I got the guy that stole the map, and this is my former employer, and I just can't work for him anymore. And that's when Captain Buggy says, hey, this girl's got some spunk, I like her, I'll let her join my crew. And then that's when Luffy is looking at her, and Luffy's like, you tricked me, you can forget about joining my crew now. And it's kind of funny because he's automatically assuming this girl's gonna join his crew. But you know, if it's anything like the Zolo situation, something's gonna happen, she's gonna come around to it. And speaking of Zolo, the chapter ends off with Zolo appearing on the shore, and he's got the 3 members of Captain Buggy's crew. And we know from earlier in the chapter that Buggy has eaten the devil fruit, and he's got a power himself. And we saw it very briefly. He looked at a guy, and one of the guys almost choked to death. So I'm not sure what his power is, but it's a pretty interesting scenario. But Zolo is like, okay, why are there no people? And then that's when Buggy's crew is like, well, we took over the town, so there are no people. And he was like, okay, we'll take me to your captain. So Zolo's getting ready to show up. So this is going to be very interesting where the next chapter goes on this. But my chapter question for you is this: What do you think is driving Nami in her hatred for pirates and for her to get enough money to buy a village? Because 100 million berries seems like it will be enough, but I don't know anything about the currency of this world. Please don't drop any spoilers in the comment section below. But that's it for this chapter. If you liked anything I had to say, make sure you comment, rate, and subscribe. I greatly appreciate it. But that's it. Thanks.